join. Let's start, guys. Okay. So very first thing, we're gonna apply the same approach, definitions, concepts, then we'll go to the portal and interview questions, obviously, right? One more thing, guys. These patterns or the whatever the pair region is, I'll explain it to you. But there could be an addition to this, right? As of now, how many I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe a sixth one is there. This is an old picture. I will show it to you. Well, where do you get this information? Always refer to the latest information. Okay, always refer to the latest information which is there in the on the Microsoft website, right? And these names also. But the concepts, again, the concepts are same. Similarly here, nowadays you won't even see the version 1 storage account. Okay? These are old pictures, but the concepts are still same. So always follow, no matter you have your forget about my OneNote. Even if you're updating your OneNote, just keep it for the reference for the concept. Actual information you'll always take from the Microsoft website. Or in your interview, if you say this, with that you should always say this word. Okay, this is the this is what it was when I checked last time, or when I worked last time. Last time I worked on a project where we had to use paired region, and I remember there are only 5 paired region. I wanted to use it in US, and there is only one in US, East US. Paired region was West US. But could be some changes nowadays. I haven't checked recently. We'll have to refer Microsoft's website. This disclaimer should be there. Your interviewer should know कि हाँ ठीक है, आपने भी कभी पिछले साल कोई प्रोजेक्ट पे काम किया था, उसके बेस पे आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर है. Now you do not know, but you know how to check a new information. Let's say tomorrow if you will be assigned with a new project, so you know where to check it, right? Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
Okay. So what is an Azure storage account? Now you have understood what is storage. Now you have understood what is cloud storage. Now when it comes to cloud storage, being specific to Azure, we can use storage using a storage account. When I say storage account, it is not literally some account or credential. It is simply a service. Now, how many storage accounts do I have to check? You'll have to search for storage account here. Like we create any other service, you can click here. You can do that. You can search for here. You can check the existing one. Right? If you're here at home, if you have used it recently, you will see it here. If not, click here on create a resource and you will find storage here, right? Somewhere here you will find it. You'll have to type it and you will see it. You might see one classic also. We do not deal with classic. None of you will have exposure to classic, and you can simply say, fine, I have never used classic. Okay, so here these many types are there for the storage. So don't get confused. यहाँ से बिल्कुल नहीं आते हम लोग. The simplest way I have always told you, search for storage here. One thing, you will see the existing storage accounts, whatever you have here. The another thing, you can create from here. Okay, so click on create. This is how you can create. Now we are not creating, I'm not explaining these options, just showing it to you. What do I mean by storage account? Do not take it for like Active Directory account. उस तरह का कोई account नहीं है. We're just calling it an account. Okay. Storage का जो हम अपना space secure कर रहे हैं, we're calling it an account. What is the kind or what is the version? Storage V2. Earlier we used to have V1. I'm not sure if we get V1 वाला option अभी मिलता भी है कि नहीं, वो भी नहीं पता. Why do we have V1 and V2? We always use V2. Version 2 is a new one. It's secure, it's safe, it's cheaper. And we always suggest version 2. Then why do we have version 1? Version 1 is only for some legacy applications. Just by version 2 chalega hi nahi. Okay, so you will have version 2. Now here if you see general purpose V2, most of the time you're getting V2 account. You don't even get an option to create V1. You'll have to connect maybe with the Microsoft team and check how can I get if you need to create legacy storage, here it is. Legacy storage banana, maybe here you'll get version 1. Here, can you see? Version 1. But it is not recommended, you never use it. इसीलिए उसको इतना अंदर उस option को ये कर रखा. You don't even see it here. By default, you will always see version 2. So you stick to version 2. But you should know that क्या version 1 भी एक हुआ करता था. Why do we use it? For legacy applications. बस इतना ही बोल दो आप, काफी हो जाएगा. For legacy applications. Okay. Coming back to our definition, what is storage in Azure? To use storage in Azure, you should have a storage account. What is storage account? An Azure storage account contains all of your Azure storage data objects, blobs, files. Blobs का मतलब भी file होता है. Right. One more thing, one more jargon to clear. Do not get confused. Blobs and files are exact same thing. Okay. So instead of this, I'll make this. It will be easier for you to understand. Blob or files, queues, tables. Now, what are tables? People who are coming from SQL background, they will know. People who are not, I'll show it to them once. Tables and disk. What do you mean by disk? Who can explain? What disk are we talking about here?
Shared disk.
Not necessary shared disk. Yes, but yeah, shared disk, one of the type. What else?
Data disk.
Yes, your data disk, your operating system disk. Virtual machine में जो disk के बिना virtual machine बनेगी क्या? Right? Operating system disk has to be there. So those disk. Ultimately वो भी storage का ही हिस्सा है. Right? And the storage account provides unique namespace for Azure storage data that is accessible from anywhere in the world over HTTP and HTTPS. Now, what is HTTP? HTTPS? It's nothing, just your internet. These are internet protocol. HTTP अगर ये होता है, which port number do we use for HTTP? We have been enabling it many times, right? In HTTPS,
443.
443, correct. Right. So मतलब क्या हुआ ये कि ब्राउजर से इधर HTTP और HTTPS, मतलब ब्राउजर से over the internet it can be accessible from anywhere in the world over the internet. Okay, but what does it say? It provides you a unique namespace for your Azure storage data. What does it mean? Anyone understand this statement or can explain this statement? What do you mean by unique namespace?
Means, can I try?
Yeah, please.
I think with the considering the namespace, I think some name which we will be giving to the storage account, it will be unique, and not anyone using the Azure accounts cannot make that same
Exactly,
same
bingo.
naming convention.
Yes, correct. Like your website, guys. Now Google already has a website, google.com. Now, if you want to try and open your own google.com, can you have another website with the same name? Same spelling,
No.
same name? No, similarly. So just make an analogy with your website. So for your storage account, you get a link or a namespace which is unique. Unique not in your subscription, not in your tenant, not in your account, not in your region. Worldwide unique. Anyone, anywhere, if they have created a website or a storage account using name test, I will not be able to create it. No matter I'm using it for private use, personal use, professional use, worldwide, anything, or just for the training, I will not be able to create it. We'll see that. Okay. Is it clear, guys, still here?
Yes, sir.
Now, the next statement, data in Azure storage account is durable and highly available, secure, and massively scalable. Okay, so this is the best definition, guys, I can see. Whenever an interviewer starts about storage account, you should start your statement with this. Unless you can create your own statement better than this, I'm happy with that. But these jargons, these words should be there. Now, what do you mean by this? Data in your Azure storage account, it's durable. What do you mean by durable? Not in Azure, in general, what is durable? Yes, guys, what is durable in general English?
Something which doesn't break.
Yeah, which will be there for a longer time, which will last long, right? So in compared to your laptop hard disk, it will run, it will wear and tear, उसमें कोई issue हो सकता है, बार-बार fluctuation light का आने जाने से it can get corrupted. There are n number of reasons why your data is not durable there. Maybe 1 2 4 5 साल. You guys have been using laptops. See कितने साल के लिए लैपटॉप चलता है, unless आप उस डेटा को निकाल के किसी हार्ड डिस्क में डालो, नए लैपटॉप में ये नहीं करो. For how many days can you sustain with that data? कभी कोई करप्शन हो जाता, कुछ भी हो जाता, 2 या 4 या 5 साल मैक्सिमम, उसके बाद आपको कुछ ना कुछ ऑल्टरनेट करना पड़ता है. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू Azure or when it comes to cloud, here the data is durable because they are keep on rotating or updating their files, updating their hardware, उसका maintenance वगैरह सब कुछ जो है Azure कर रहा है. You don't have to worry about it. So for you it is durable and highly available. What does it mean highly available? Same again, your laptop. Maybe your laptop is not accessible, maybe it has been stolen, Windows update चल रहा है, किसी भी तरह का कोई भी रीजन है, availability कम हो सकती है. You do not have your laptop with you, you do not have your desktop with you. When it comes to Azure, Azure में जो है काफी हद तक available होगा. The moment you have internet connection, your data is available. Now उसमें availability में क्या क्या options है हम लोग देखेंगे कि if their data center is down then what, उनका रैक अगर एक डाउन होता है तो क्या. सिमिलरली जैसे हमने वर्चुअल मशीन में देखा था ना हाई अवेलेबिलिटी, इसमें भी बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस हैं हाई अवेलेबिलिटी के, एंड वी आर गोइंग टू सी दैट. बट विद ऑल ऑफ दोज ऑप्शंस इट डेटा इज हाईली अवेलेबल. Secure, obviously it is secure. Why? It has encryption, and further when we go and check the storage account, we'll see more things. The another thing, it is scalable, massively scalable, and this is the USP of data. What does it mean? It means now when I try to purchase a laptop, maybe I'll purchase 1 TB hard disk. 1 TB हार्ड डिस्क अपने आप में, इफ आई टेक SSD, बहुत ज्यादा कॉस्टली हो जाएगा मेरे लिए, 20-25 हजार रुपए उसके. वैसे ही अदर देन लैपटॉप के सारे कंपोनेंट्स, सिर्फ डिस्क का 20-25,000 मुझको लग जाएगा, राइट? बट आफ्टर टेकिंग दैट आई रियलाइज आई हैव टेकन 1 TB एंड आई एम हार्डली यूजिंग 50 GB. मेरा वेबसाइट, मेरे ट्रेनिंग के क्लासेस, अटेंडेंस एंड एवरीथिंग हैज बीन सेटल्ड इन 30 GB. एंड लुकिंग एट द स्पीड, हाउ एम आई ग्रोइंग, आई थिंक फॉर नेक्स्ट 5 years 50 GB is more than enough, and I plan to delete my old data. So I think 50 GB is good enough for me forever. But I have purchased 1 TB hard disk. Am I getting my money back? Can I
No.
replace the hard disk easily? I mean, literally or technically, yes, you can. You can sell that to somewhere in second hand. You get a small disk, attach it to your laptop. You can do that. But is it feasible or is it sensible? Right? You have purchased it for 20,000. You go and try to sell it on OLX. Maximum you're getting 10,000. No one is paying you more than that. Straight away 10,000 का नुकसान. आप उसको निकालने के लिए किसी टेक्नीशियन की हेल्प ले रहे हो. You buy a new disk, attach that, data copy paste. I mean, doesn't make sense at all. So if you have purchased it, it's gone. It is not scalable. You cannot reduce it. And let's say that after some study or something, I have purchased it for 1 TB. But I realized, looking at my work and everything, 1 TB is nothing for me. It's gonna be full in 2 months. What did I do here? I'll have to buy another 1 TB. But does my laptop has ability to fit a 2 hard disk? No. I'll have to again sell this 1 TB, purchase 2 TB disk, copy this data. Again, a chaos. Are you guys getting it? What is the scalability means? But when it comes to
Yes.
Azure, matter of few click and you can increase your quota, increase the size of your storage account. So that is massively scalable. Is it clear, guys? Is this paragraph clear to everyone?
Yes, Sohail bhai.
Anyone who did not understand any word out of this, guys, please feel free to ask, because this definition is very crucial and important. Like a hub and spoke का definition आप जैसे दे रहे हो, वैसे ही अगर इसका भी दोगे आप, that is not going to work. इसमें ये jargons और ये technical words और ये components are must. So anyone who did not understand from the first sentence to last, what is scalable, what, how is secure, how is it highly available, durable, did you guys get it? Yes, guys, anyone who did not understand, I'm giving you 30 seconds. Please go through this once, read it in your mind, and ask me a question if you have any. I'm waiting for 30 seconds.
Sohail bhai, I don't understand what's queues. Okay.
No, so I presume that all of you understood it well. I'll be definitely asking you this question, and your interviewer will be definitely asking you this question. And I expect a proper answer, guys. That's how it is going to help you. Talking about queues and tables, we will see that. We'll see blob, we'll see files, we'll see queues and tables and everything. But queues and tables rarely आपके लिए कभी काम में आने वाला है. But we'll come to that. Okay. So this is storage account. Now, how many types of storage account are there? Nowadays we see only general purpose V2, but you should know about V1 also. In your interview, you will talk about both of them, and then you can add a sentence. Nowadays we only use V2. But why do we have V1? For legacy applications. Okay, so we have general purpose V2 account. इन सबको छोड़ भी दो तो simple language में version 2. We have a V2 account, we have a V1. Under V2 account, we have basic storage account types for blobs, files, queue, same चीज यहाँ पर है. Okay, general purpose V1 में legacy account for legacy applications. बस इतना ही याद रख लो. And see here it is also we have mentioned use general purpose V2 account instead whenever it is possible. Unless your application owner is specifically asking for V1 account, no one is creating it nowadays. Clear, guys, to everyone? Now, under storage account, what do we have? We have blob storage account. So don't get confused with these words. And आपको याद नहीं भी रहता है तो भी that's completely fine. बस इसको आप at least interview point of view से थोड़ा सा रट लो. They will definitely ask you what is a blob storage account, what is a file storage account, and what is your table and queues account. They will definitely ask you. It will be a better you'll get a better picture, a clearer picture when we go to our portal. So don't worry about these jargons वगैरह. इसको इतना ज़्यादा इसका टेंशन मत लो आप लोग. नहीं समझ में आ रहा तो this we are going to learn on portal directly. कि कंटेनर क्या है, फाइल शेयर क्या है, when do we use it, लाइव की यूज केस क्या हो सकता है, when will you use it, then it will be easier for you to remember. हाँ, but when it comes to storage account definition, I recommend this. I highly recommend this one. काफी अच्छे jargons है, काफी अच्छा definition है. This one it's okay. You understand this. इसको understand करेंगे इसको हम लोग, and then you answer it in your own way. That's completely fine. But storage account, I highly recommend this one. Please remember this, mug it up, whatever you want to do it. Okay. यहाँ पर भी हमने दे रखा है कि इसमें सपोर्टेड सर्विसेज कौन सी है. फाइल स्टोरेज में कौन सी सर्विस सपोर्ट होगी, ब्लॉब स्टोरेज में कौन सी सर्विस सपोर्ट होगी, ब्लॉब स्टोरेज में कौन सी सर्विस सपोर्ट होगी. हियर मे बी यू आर गेटिंग कंफ्यूज्ड, हेंस आई एम नॉट एक्सप्लेनिंग इट हियर. इसको जब हम पोर्टल पे जाके देखेंगे तब हम लोग अच्छे से समझ में आएगा इसका. एंड देन विथ दिस स्टोरेज अकाउंट व्हाट आर द रिडंडेंसी ऑप्शंस आर अवेलेबल. तो इस टेबल को आप अपने के सामने रख लो, इतने पोर्शन को सामने रख लो स्टोरेज अकाउंट के वक्त. Maybe take a printout, write it on a page, do whatever you want to do. But this one, if you have in front of you, at least you are able to answer the interview's question. ये क्या है LRS, GRS, RA, GRS, ZRS? I'll explain it to you. Don't worry about it. ठीक है? But वो याद नहीं रहेगा. इतना explain करने के बाद भी नहीं, ये याद नहीं रहने वाला आपको इतना बड़ा टेबल. कि V2 में blob होता है, फाइल क्यू टेबल ये सब होता है, and V2 की redundancy में ये सब होता है. V1 में ये होता है, V1 की redundancy में ये होता है. ब्लॉब स्टोरेज में ये सब होगा, इसकी रिडंडेंसी में ये होगा. तो याद नहीं होने वाला. सो कीप दिस टेबल विथ यू. एज फार एज अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज कंसर्न, वी आर गोना डू दैट फॉर श्योर. ओके, नाउ सर्विसेज सेम थिंग. ये सारी चीजें बस इसका जो है बाइफिकेशन ट्राइफिकेशन यहाँ पर दिया. सो यू रीड इट थ्रू हियर मे बी, और जो वी विल लर्न इट इन पोर्टल. ये जो सब लिखा है यहाँ पर, व्हाट इज पब्लिक एक्सेस, ब्लॉब्स, अपेंड एंड ब्लॉक, what is archive, what is hot and cool tier, what is versioning, what is snapshot, what is lease. ये सब मैं आप लोगों को भी डोमेन पे पढ़ाने वाला हूँ, मतलब प्रैक्टिकली हम लोग देखने वाले हैं. So what I feel that you will get a better understanding over there. This is just for your reference. Hence I'm not explaining it anything from here, because that's what we are going to do on portal. Okay. Custom domain, I'll show it to you once. Data protection not required. Object replication we'll see. CDN not required. तो इसमें से जितना भी हम explain करते हैं, you can come back and refer it here. Okay. Obviously file service we are going to do. Table और queue एक बार मैं बता दूंगा. but you will never get some questions or work related to this. Configuration में access key we are going to see it. इसका literally हम practical करने वाले हैं. SAS बहुत important है, we are going to do it. Encryption I just explained it to you. Networking has to be there, we will do it. Geo application we are going to do it. Okay. Blob repository again same thing. ये सारी चीजें सेम है, बस इसको थोड़ा थोड़ा और डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन किया है. What is a blob, by the way? What is a full form of blob? It is binary large object. BLOB, binary large object. Okay, that is your blob. Blob object में क्या हो सकता है? It could be anything. It could be image, document, video, media file, log file, virtual disk. It could be anything. Clear है guys till here?
Yes.
Okay. When I say blob, mostly किन documents पे होता है blob? When I am uploading a text document on or binary data file document, it will be called or it will go under blob category. Append blob में क्या होता है? Append blob it's something where which you know when you modify and append the blob. For example, logs. जो logs होते हैं आपके, let's say that I'm collecting some logs. I have an application और उस application के मुझको हर seconds के log चाहिए. तो log कहाँ पर save होंगे? I am selecting a storage account. My application is hosted on on-prem or maybe on cloud. अपने machine पे कहीं पर भी हो गए, but उसके logs जो है वो मुझको कहीं पर save करने हैं. That time I will go ahead, I will create a storage account. Storage account में I will create an append blob और उसको मैं connectivity कर दूंगा उस application से. So what will happen? All sort of logs file will be saved in that append blob वाले storage account में. Right? So that is append blob. It is for logs. इतना ही याद रख लो आप लोग बस. Then we have page blob. Why do we use page blob? Simple. It is for virtual disk. What is virtual disk, guys? Yes, what is a virtual disk? A hard disk.
A disk which is available on Azure services, which basically is divided.
A data disk or an operating system disk in simple term. जो आपके machine का disk होता है, the same thing which we are reading here, right? I told you this is nothing but just an bifurcation, trifurcation. इसी को explain करते हुए और नीचे आ रहा है वो. This is what it is. So your disk, virtual disk is nothing. Page blob में जो भी आपका disk बनता है ना, वो page blob की category में बनता है. These are just categories. So don't worry about it. When we go to portal, it will be easier for you to understand. Okay. So इस वाले portion पे इसलिए मैंने I did not focus much from here to here because this you will see on portal, right? I think third session will start on portal. Now we have 10 minutes left. Few more jargons are here. Let me explain them to you. Okay. Now access tier. What are the access tier? Access tiers, there are 3 or actually 4, but majorly they will ask only about 3. So hot tier, cool tier, and archive. Now what is a hot tier? By the way, what is access tier? It's simply that this is my, let's say this is my Google Drive. Okay. Let me bring it to this page. This is my shared drive or cloud drive, and I'm accessing this. Okay. This is called accessing. So there are 3 categories Azure has created for data access. What kind of tier you fall in or your data fall into? Let's say this data of mine, I know that it is a file where you guys will come and upload it on every day, right? Maybe not on daily basis. So let's say weekly basis. Okay. Something like this. Here it is, this file. Let's say this file. Okay. This file, I know you guys access it very frequently. You will change your name, you will update this data, you'll add something, you'll remove something, for attendance you'll come. Okay, something like this, you guys will be doing it. Okay. So a data like this, which is accessible very frequently, that is called hot tier. I mean, the Azure is not calling you. You have to call it hot tier and then keep it under hot tier. While creating the account, you will get an option. इसको किस tier में रखना है. Now, what is the benefit of that? What is the benefit कि मैं इसको क्यों ये सब tagging वगैरह क्यों कर रहा हूँ? Because when I say it as hot tier, what will happen? For data accessed frequently, जो भी data frequently access होता है ना, उसको हम hot tier में रखते हैं. इसमें storage के charges तो थोड़े ज्यादा होंगे. Azure के जो charges है, I'll go to the Azure calculator and show it to you. वो भी ये जो मैं store कर रहा हूँ ना, 95 KB को store करने के charges थोड़ा ज्यादा लेगा Azure मुझसे. Maybe इस cool tier में थोड़ा कम ले रहा है, hot tier में थोड़ा ज्यादा ले लेगा store करने के charges. But कौन से charges कम ले रहा है? Access charges जो है ना, वो इसमें मुझको कम ले रहा है. Are you guys getting it? स्टोरेज के चार्जेस थोड़े से हाई है कंपेयर टू कूल स्टोरेज, बट एक्सेस चार्जेस लेस है. सो आई नो दैट माय डेटा, इसका जो है ना एक्सेस बहुत ज्यादा फ्रिक्वेंटली है. दिन में 10 बार ये फाइल खुलेगी, रीड होगी, राइट होगी, इस पे कोई अपडेट करेगा, कुछ ना कुछ होने वाला है. सो अ डेटा लाइक दैट आई कैटेगराइज इट एज हॉट टियर. सो आई गेट अ मॉनिटरी बेनिफिट. अगर इसको मैं कूल टियर में डालता हूं तो क्या होगा? 95 KB सेव ये करने का. फॉर एग्जांपल, हॉट टियर में 95 KB डेटा से सेव करने का मुझसे Azure ले रहा है 10 रुपीज. ओके, हॉट टियर में. और एक्सेसिबल चार्ज ले रहा है 1 पैसा ऑन एवरी क्लिक. जब भी ये होता है 1 पैसा. लेट मी ओपन द कैलकुलेटर गाइस फॉर यू. और लेट मी ओपन दिस वन. हॉट टियर में 95 KB. दिस टियर Azure ने बस आपको डेफिनेशन दिया है. यू डिसाइड फॉर योर डेटा विच टियर यू वांट टू कीप इट. आप गलत भी रख सकते हो, उसमें Azure कुछ नहीं करेगा, बट चार्जेस आपको बेयर करना पड़ेगा. इन हॉट टियर 95 KB की एक फाइल के लिए Azure इज चार्जिंग मी 10 रुपीज. ठीक है, दिस कुड बी मंथली, 10 रुपीज मंथली समझ लो. एंड इसके बाद एवरी क्लिक इट इज चार्जिंग मी 1 पैसा पर क्लिक. क्लियर है? यहां तक समझ में आया गाइस? टू एवरीवन टिल हियर, डिड यू गाइस अंडरस्टैंड
Yes.
the difference between
Yes.
access and storage? Storage के उसने monthly 10 रुपीज ले लिया 95 के, and इसके बाद जितनी बार ये हो रहा है I'm taking 1 पैसा. Similarly, when I go to cool tier, in same file, let's say instead of this I want to keep the same file 95 KB. What does yours says? I'll take 5 rupees from you, only 5 rupees per month. You're saying, yeah, this is cheap, right? Why should I not go with cool tier? Why should I go with hot tier? But the catch here is, per click it's gonna take 30 paisa from you. Now you tell me, when you know that your data is frequently accessed, there are thousands of clicks on daily basis, which one will you select?
Hot tier.
First, hot
Hot,
tier.
hot tier.
Hot tier, right? Similarly, same data, you know, क्या ये Excel files, it's fine. People are, though I have asked them to update the attendance, but no one is doing that. और वो जो दूसरा है access वाला sheet, they are not doing it. मुझको WhatsApp पे भेज देते, and I have to do it, and I do it maybe once a week, right? Which one will I select?
Cool
That,
tier.
by the way, guys, that
Second
is not
cool
the
tier.
case. Huh? I'm just giving you some relatable example, so don't take it personally. Just relatable example. You guys are updating it. So which one will I take, guys?
Cool tier.
Cool tier.
Cool tier. Now there is another file. This file. Okay. I created this on day 1. बस fees वगैरह का लिखना था, and then I updated maybe in once in 2 months. So for this file, I have one more tier, which is archive tier. Archive tier में what Azure is saying, 95 KB per month, I'm just gonna charge you 50 paisa. That's it. But to access per click, maybe I'll charge you 50 paisa again. Still, if I do my calculation, what do you think? For a data which is being used monthly, once in month, or once in 2 months, do you think I should go with archive, or which one do you think I should go with?
Archive.
Archive, simple. But there's a catch in archive. Archive data cannot be accessible directly. Archive को आपको access करना है तो पहले आपको उसका tier change करना होता है, और maybe you need to wait for some time. Tier change करने से ज़्यादा perfect word use करूँगा मैं, that you have to wait for some time. that this data I can simply go ahead and click anytime. It is available. This data I can simply go ahead and click anytime. But this data, if I want to access, I'll have to click somewhere, and then Azure will make it available for me. But that's gonna take time. Maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, 10 hours, depending on the size of the data. Are you guys getting it? So
Yes,
some
sir.
so data, crucial data like patient's data, किसी patient का पूरा medical history का data. Do you suggest that I should keep it in archive?
No.
No, why? Because you can require it anytime. कोई हार्ट इसका पेशेंट आ गया हार्ट का, या कोई आईसीयू में पेशेंट आ गया, एंड यू नीड टू सी कि यार उसका लास्ट बीपी का हिस्ट्री क्या है, ब्लड प्रेशर का हिस्ट्री क्या है, ब्लड ग्रुप वगैरह क्या है, एंड दैट टाइम इफ योर डेटा हियर it is an archive, it will take it's going to take 10 hours. Is it useful?
No.
So money is not the only factor every time. That is the reason I always keep on adding that it depends on the nature of the application, and the best person here to take a call is application owner. But you should know this, you should be able to explain it to him. Okay, what will happen if it goes to archive? What will happen if it goes to cold tier? What happens if it goes to hot tier? You as in ये काम वैसे आर्किटेक्ट लेवल पे हो जाता है, आपको बस आएगा कि बनाना है, but in your interview you should know the concepts. Is it clear, guys, to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you try to click the archive file and when you try to access that data, that process is called rehydrate. So if interviewer is asking what is a rehydrate, this is your rehydrate. Accessing archival data is called rehydrate. Here it is. Clear है guys till here? वैसे we are going to see it again. बहुत बार देखेंगे हम इसको जब we go to portal, we are going to see it. But is it clear to you till here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So let's not complete all the definitions today. Theory बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, right? So I'll keep all these definitions for tomorrow. कल भी हम कुछ definitions करेंगे. In the last session which we have now, let's go to portal and start exploring it. So at least you'll have some homework to do. Today you'll have something to work on, and बहुत ज़्यादा theory part भी नहीं होगा, right? Do you guys want a break or should we continue?
We can continue.
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 Sure. So we'll continue using same link without any break. Stopping the session, guys.